Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and today I am here with more of The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. We, in the last episode, found a bomb left by the Raven, and we survived, along with Inspector LeGrand and the good Constable as well too. But now we have a huge problem, and that there is a fire in a tunnel. The train has stopped, and we need to uncouple the freight car as soon as possible. So, this part of the game is pretty dark, and YouTube does tend to darken up videos even more so. But I'll do what I can to lighten it in post-processing. So we have some alcohol bottles that we can look at here. Let's look at this small dark bottle first.
Carling Black Label, a British beer. No good. Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean, not for drinking.
By the way, we have been taxed by LeGrand to uncouple the freight car, but we need some light first. We can examine the bottles of alcohol.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs, enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul.
And Magnum.
Champagne, the finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me.
We can take a bottle of alcohol.
High-proof rum. Could be useful.
And we can examine it and see.
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
I think I don't see much else to explore here. So let's go into the other compartment and see what else we can find.
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What does he want? Suspicious, suspicious, suspicious.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
LeGrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Have you seen anything?
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
Yes. Yes, it was gas canisters. Sure, right, yeah.
If Inspector LeGrand says so, it must be so, right?
I have been to war, and this was no minor explosion. I rather doubt that the freight car was packed to the roof with gas canisters.
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Of course.
Let's ask about the passengers.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust. Everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor, can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
I don't know what to make of that, Doctor. Ah, okay, there's a curtain that we can take here. Don't know why, but let's take it. Good old adventure game logic. Means that you take everything that isn't nailed down.
A fine but rather heavy curtain. The surface shimmers and feels smooth. Probably doesn't burn easily, like the tablecloths. Safety regulations require it, which, given the present situation, is actually a good thing.
Can we take a tablecloth that couldn't burn? Look at the chair.
The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger knocked it over. Wanting to get off the train as quickly as possible after a sudden stop and a massive tremor, that's understandable.
Ah, there's an extinguisher.
I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics.
Use
It'll be
the
useless
extinguisher.
against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here.
Okay. So we have to be able to use the extinguisher on something. So we just kind of roll over everything on the screen until we find something we can use it on. Smash the window. Ah, okay.
Why should I? The air outside is hardly better than the air in here. In fact, the tunnel is filling with smoke.
Okay.
Must be good for something.
Break a leg off the chair with the fire extinguisher. Okay. Take the chair leg.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I don't know what we're going to use this for, so let me see if there's anywhere else that we can explore first before...
I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that LeGrand has everything else under control.
Alright, well we can't go any farther that way, so let's go back and look at the freight car. And see what we'll need to uncouple it. We can climb off the train. Okay. Uncouple the freight car. Ah.
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, we are in a rather dark tunnel. So, okay, back to the top. Also, I'm wondering, examine the wheels? Okay.
The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it.
Okay. Examine the door.
Inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse.
We can examine the damage here.
The tunnel may very well have collapsed. It's difficult to see much because of the darkness and dust, but something certainly crushed the rear of the freight car.
Okay. Open the door.
It's still quite warm and too warped to open.
Oh, was that him coughing? Go up the ladder. So the thief is right around, but
Hello? Nothing.
None of us can see him. I mean, he's...
Can't see anything up there. Too much dust and smoke in the air.
Okay, so it looks like there's nothing else we can look at here. So let's go back to the saloon car. So we need light. And there's no... Oh, there's a candy bowl down here.
A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall.
So, if there's no flashlight available, we can't go behind the counter and look for one. Then it looks like... Matches called it. It looks like, Looks like we're going to need to make a torch. Wrap the curtain around the chair leg. All right. And then let's pour the rum into the bowl. Okay, and then can I take the torch and stick it in the bowl and kind of wet it up a little bit? No, but I can pour alcohol on it.
That should do it.
Oh, good, okay. And then matches. And use the match, burning match with the torch.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds. Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
Well, let's see what it says here, if the notebook will give us a clue. I have to uncouple the freight car before the smoke and the tunnel suffocates us. The torch is not burning very brightly, and it goes out at the slightest movement. I need to make a larger flame. Oh, you can click here for a hint. Is there wax or oil or anything of that sort around here? Oh, okay. Let's see. Wax or oil. I'm looking, wondering if there was a candle on the floor, maybe, or wax or oil. Now, when you ask for a hint, there are adventure points up here, and some of the adventure points are taken. And I don't know what happens if you run out of adventure points. I guess you can't ask for any more hints. Okay, so we have a curtain, we have matches. Wax or oil. The only place I can think of there'd be some oil is outside here in the train in the toolbox. Can I use this with anything on screen? Nope. Can I use this under here? Ooh, here we go. Clean oil and grease from the mechanism.
Smear some grease on the curtain.
Ooh, that gives us a oily curtain. Okay, let's go back up and see if we can light this now. Okay, so we have an oily curtain. And we'll wrap that around the chair leg. And then use the high-proof rum with... Pour alcohol on the torch.
The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol.
Okay, so do I just light it now? Use burning match with... Light the torch.
Oil and grease burn bright and hot, but they also require a hot flame to combust. A normal match won't do the trick.
Okay. Use high-proof rum with... Pour alcohol on the torch. That won't work. Torch daubed with oil. There's this oh. Examine bowl filled with rum. I was going to say that candy bowl has to have something to do with it. Set the rum on fire.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame.
So that's a big enough fire to light this, so I should be able to use this torch now. and stick it in the flame here. Yay!
I'm the god of fire.
We got somewhere. Okay, let's go outside and see if this gives us enough light to climb off the train and uncouple the freight car. Yes,
That's
perfect.
better now.
Okay, so we have a mechanism here that's hooked over here, so let's first...
A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay.
Perfect, Zellner. And now take this and lift it off. Not too bad with it for a guy
There we
with a
go.
heart condition.
Time to get out of here.
Yay!
Listen, everybody! Listen! Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job, you two. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure...
Help! Matty! No!
Oh! Wow, quite the hero.
Matt, where are you? Oh.
Okay, so we have light again. We can look under the counter.
Matt, are you there? Nothing.
Okay. Actually, wait, I want to go out and see if our...
Jumping off is not an option. We're going much too fast.
Okay, I guess we can't go that way. I was thinking that he might be able to climb on the top of the train. Having played the last Express, another adventure game on the Orient Express, climbing on the top of the train was a big part of the game there.
Matt?
Uh-oh. There he is.
What on earth are you doing there? What were you thinking? Come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man!
What man?
What man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
If there's so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything, then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense. All right. First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay? You want to come out? Good idea. You stay put.
Okay, I heard a noise of the journal being written in, and Matt just said if there are lots of thieves. So I wonder if he saw a thief or... Okay, so... I heard it right somewhere. The boy couldn't control himself and slipped onto the train to get his wooden pistol back. That was dangerous and courageous and adventurous. I want to be cross with him, but I can't. Okay, I guess that was all we could read about Matt. I thought something interesting had been written in there. Okay. Now's our chance to get into the Baroness's compartment, too.
I can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage toppled over and is blocking the door.
Huh. Okay. Let's see what there is to see here. You can drink a glass of gin. I think after all we've gone through, a glass of gin would hit the spot.
My situation isn't that desperate.
Okay, I guess we can't drink a glass of gin. What is there to see? Turn on the tap? Okay.
What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no, of course not. And now you're here, on an out-of-control train in the Alps, responsible for the life of a child who'll be doomed without you. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to save the day.
Exactly. Time to save the day. So did you turn on the tap?
The
Turn it
tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running.
on. Okay. Oh, there's a towel here.
A large, soft towel. Very comfortable.
Can I take the towel? Yes.
I'll wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free.
So those of you, relatively new to adventure gaming or brand new to adventure gaming might be wondering why I'm taking things. And that's the rule. First rule of adventure gaming is take flippin' everything. Turn everything, even if you don't know why they've designed it to be that way. Don't see anything else here. Oh, the towel.
It's soaking up the cold water.
Okay, is there anything else in our inventory? Nope. I notice his heart pills are gone. That were in previous episodes. He had some heart pills in there, and they have mysteriously disappeared. Okay, so we have a wet towel around our neck, which I bet is going to help protect us from fire. So let's go forward and see what we have as far as the fire is concerned. Oh, it's smoky in here. So keep in mind that the train that we're on is a runaway train. There's no one driving it, no engineer, no nothing. Let's go forward even further. Oh wait, let's look out the window.
You can hardly see out of the window because of the smoke. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up there, but it must be tons. I can't do anything about the fire.
Okay. I want you to move forward to the next car. And I can't get him to move forward. What else is there to see here? Ooh, okay, axe. Oh, wait, no, he gets...
Axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is.
Agreed, brother. Now, here's a... Wait, there's an emergency brake up here. We can pull that. Uh-oh.
Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. How can I stop the train?
Yeah, I'd like to know the same thing. There has to be a way that you can go forward here. Because that's where the train is. Oh, good, okay. Okay, so let's open the door.
If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes. Ouch! Hot!
Uh-oh. Okay, so, let's try to break it with an axe.
The handle is already too hot to touch.
Oh, axe. I have to use the axe in the inventory on the door.
We'll do it the hard way.
Not too bad. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. Let's jab the axe in there. Now we can open the door. Oh, that's gotta be horrible. Oh, look at that. A red-hot engine. Okay, examine the coupling.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That means that first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
The lever hanging down. Let's turn it.
It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Use the axe. Yay! Way to go, Jacob.
That should do the trick.
Okay, now we can't just reach over. This is red hot. That won't work.
The coupling won't release because it's under too much tension.
So it looks like we have to use the axe again. Just break it. Yay!
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Notice the hat of the conductor.
Achoo!
That was pretty dark. I don't know if you could see it, but he dropped
And
something.
then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well.
So he dropped an envelope. Let's ask about that.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
For the cruise!
what?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Ha ha! Time for a
It's
vacation.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh, the ship is his next chance to steal the eye. And he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
Okay. So since we are going into a big cutscene here, I'm going to pause. I'm going to end this episode here. We'll come back in the next episode and see how our good Constable Zellner manages to finagle himself onto the ship to Cairo, or what's going to happen in the story. But it's been very exciting so far. We've had an explosion in the train. We've had a mysterious stranger. And notice the mysterious stranger had the hat on of the conductor or steward. So that's how he was getting around the train. And when we bumped into the steward earlier, we were bumping into the thief. Pretty exciting. Anyway, so I want to leave you with this episode here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. I always appreciate your thumbs up, support, and your comments. If you're enjoying this, have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you loved what you saw, join the party, the ever-growing party, and subscribe. I'll see you back here on the way to Cairo in the next episode of The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. And, as always, thank you so much for watching. Get every new Jessa channel video right in your email inbox. Subscribe, then, from your YouTube homepage, click Manage Subscriptions, then check Email with new uploads. And thanks for watching.